I'm Kyle Long. I wanted to introduce myself, and I also wanted to thank everybody at the Chiefs, the Clark family, the Clark Hunt and the Hunt family, and Andy Reid and Coach Heck for allowing me the opportunity, Brett Veach for bringing me in here. Tremendous opportunity. I've been in one place my entire career, and it was home for me. And the opportunity to come to a place like this, I wanted to schedule it early in the free agency because I know there's a litany of players jumping at this opportunity to come into a building like this with a culture like this. And I was so excited to make this happen, and I'm looking forward to getting to work.
Let's go first to Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Kyle. Herbie Teope here with the Kansas City Star. Welcome to Kansas City, man.
Thank you, Herbie.
Hey, two questions here for you. The first one, obviously you were retired last year. How beneficial was that time off, especially considering the injuries of the last 3 years in Chicago? And I have a second one after this.
Yeah, it was a good question there, Herbie. It was a tremendous opportunity for me to regain physical, mental, emotional composure, get my feet back under me. Played a lot of golf, spent a lot of time with my fiance, got to see my nephews, which was something I didn't get to do a lot while I was playing, and they're in a formative time of their life, so they need an uncle around. And but I knew right away when I was let go in Chicago that I would be back, and I needed to do everything in my power to get myself back to where I knew I could come in and play the level of football that I know I can play.
Okay, and the second question, you made the Pro Bowl as a right tackle in 2015. Where are the Chiefs projecting you at now? Right guard, or are you comfortable going back out to tackle?
I'm comfortable with anywhere on the offensive line. One thing I can tell you with conviction is I've never played center. I'm left-handed. I don't know many left-handed centers, but I'm open to learning anything. And I've yet to meet all the guys in the offensive line room, and I'm so looking forward to doing that and finding my place in there. I just want to help bring an edge every day and compete and win some football games.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Kyle, it's Adam Teicher at ESPN. Welcome to Kansas City. Wanted to kind of follow up a little bit on something you said earlier. You said when you left the Bears, you knew you were eventually coming back. Can you kind of detail maybe some of the things you did to prepare you, other than play golf, to prepare yourself for to get ready for this season?
Yeah, Adam, thank you. Thanks for the question. Yeah, well, I immediately got with Olin Kreutz, former Bears legend, center, great man, and I started training with him. I got down to about 270 pounds, and he looked at me with that look like, you want to play football, you're 270. He said, don't come back in here looking to train for football unless you're 300 pounds. So I've been out in Scottsdale, Arizona. I've been eating a lot, training every day, doing a lot of things to build up my lower half. I understand what it takes to play in this game and have success, and not relative success. I know what it takes to be dominant in this game. And I've been Rocky IV in it, man, just locking myself in that cabin and getting after it. Had some great conversations with some tremendous support systems with my brother, my mom, and my younger brother, Howie, and my dad, of course. And I know what it was going to take, and I was willing to do the work, and now I get a second opportunity here.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Kyle. Good to meet you, man. Like the rest of the fellows said, welcome to Kansas City. I have two questions for you. My first is, like you said, you wanted the Chiefs to be part of your early free agency tour. You first met with the Raiders, and then you come to Kansas City. The rivalry, of course. Just, I guess, what didn't work out in Las Vegas, and what made you feel comfortable signing with the Chiefs after having opportunities to meet with both teams? And then I'll have a follow-up.
Nice to meet you virtually, Nate. Good question. You're bringing fastballs early. I love that. I will say that I wanted to experience free agency. I'd never done that before. Obviously, being in one city my entire career. Vegas had me in. It was a good trip, and I went straight from there to here. And it feels awkward landing in a city that you don't consider home. But when you walk into this building here in Kansas City, it becomes apparent that things are different here. And sitting in Coach Reed's office, I just knew this is where I wanted to be. And if they wanted to have me, I was going to do everything in my power to make this happen.
Thanks. And then my second question for you, Kyle, is look, I'm sure you talked to Patrick along with Brett and Andy. Just how exciting is it to have the opportunity to play in an offense where, you know, they've had success in the past? And what are your thoughts also about maybe working together with Joe Thuney now, understanding that you guys are the two new guys on the offensive line?
Well, I'll start with the Thuney question, if you don't mind, and I'll circle back. I got to meet Joe last night, and if there's one thing I know about Joe Thuney before I even got to meet him was that he was tough, he was intelligent, and he loves the game of football. He played under a tremendous offensive line coach, Dante Scarnecchia, in New England for the entirety of his career. I've seen him in joint practices before. I know how he works. So last night when I had the opportunity to meet him and break some bread with him over some barbecue, it was felt like he wasn't a stranger, and I don't think I felt like a stranger to him. Look forward to being able to just join that offensive line room and get in where you fit in. And in regard to the opportunity to play for such a tremendous offense with so many obviously special pieces, football's a lot of fun to me. I've had fun even when when I've had some struggles in the past, but the opportunity to come here and win, and it's fun, and I want to be a part of that. We can't lose sight of the fact that this is a game. It's a great game that we get to play, and I think you guys will find out very quickly that I enjoy playing this game, and I like to bring a lot of energy, and I feel like I'll fit in really well in this locker room.
Let's go next to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi.
Hi,
It
Karen.
is so good to have you in Kansas City. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
I just want to know, when you look at this offense, what kind of challenge does Patrick Mahomes present to you? I'm sure you've never been in front of a quarterback like him.
Well, I've never been around a guy who can throw it from every inch of the football field to any inch on the football field. And I look forward to that. I look forward to being in the huddle with a guy we know we have a shot with every down, every game, every week. It's a unique opportunity. He's a special talent, and I'm just blessed to have this opportunity.
Thanks, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Kyle. Welcome to Kansas City, like everybody else said.
Thanks, Pete.
Spent the beginning of your career with the Chicago Bears. I know that there's sometimes players in different sports that'll change numbers when they go, want to sort of reset their career, have a new chapter. Now you'll be changing jerseys. What do you anticipate putting on a new jersey will be like, and what does it mean for you as far as maybe a second chapter, a second phase of your career?
Well, it's the renaissance here for me. It's the rebirth. I get a second opportunity, get to start fresh here. I came in and I didn't even think about numerically what number I would try to get. And out of respect for the guys that are here and the guys that have played here recently, I didn't want to step on any toes. So I picked a number with the help of my older brother, Chris, and we're fired up about it. I'm fired up about it. And, I got to see my jersey today. And I said, where's my helmet?
We've got three left, so let's go right down the line, starting with Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Kyle. Like everyone else said, welcome to Kansas City, man.
Thanks, Matt.
You've kind of touched on this already, but just when you went through this free agent process, you had a chance to go where you wanted. What was it about Kansas City that made you want to come here?
Man, well, I had the opportunity to play for Matt Nagy in Chicago, and I thoroughly enjoyed my time with him, the energy he brought, and it's no secret that he adopted a lot of his thought processes from Andy Reid and the staff here, and obviously the roster, the opportunities to win football games and do special things in this league. It's something I've never done in my career, and I feel like I could fit. I know I can fit here, and I'm looking forward to proving that.
Let's go next to Todd Lebo. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Kyle. What was last year like for you? We know what a lot of the guys who were in the league were with the protocols and all those kind of things. Was that something that you maybe didn't miss out on? I mean, did you enjoy not having to go through all the stuff they went through on that COVID side? And I'll have a quick follow-up, Brad.
Todd, thanks for the question. Nice to meet you. I had the opportunity to work with CBS Sports this past year. And while I wasn't hitting people week in, week out, I was covering y'all's games, pregame, our games. And we had a very strict regimen in terms of protocol, and we followed that very, very, very carefully. And I understand that the league did a tremendous job, and I'm looking forward to this year and seeing. It'll be, as you said, my first time in the league with these protocols. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
You touched on this a little bit. We obviously all know your dad played for the Raiders. When you were growing up, he was just about retiring. Was the Chiefs a dirty word in the Long household? How deep did that rivalry run in your house?
I'll leave it at this. I do know that the Chiefs and the Raiders do not like one another very much.
And we'll go last to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, man. I wondered, first of all, really quick question. Was Patrick Mahomes part of the recruiting process at all? Did you talk to him before you signed?
I absolutely did talk to Pat. I actually reached out to him. I said, Patrick, get me in there, man. I'd love to come play for you. And obviously Brett did a tremendous job getting me in here, and I'm just so lucky to be here and so happy to be a Chief. That's the first time I've actually said that. I'm so happy to be a Chief.